Hey everybody.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another MSI Insider live stream. And I'm not here alone, but with the one and only, the destroyer of all the hardware, Eric.
Is that me? Yeah.
And you already have some hardware in front of you that you're going to destroy today?
That's the assignment. Well, I don't want to be here today because I was really busy. Michiel was going to do a live stream, something Mini-ITX, ID he loves. And then last week he said, Eric, can you maybe join? Because I do all the builds here and you have big hands. So it will be fun to watch.
And everyone in chat wants to see you struggle building in a small case.
Yeah.
And you're lucky because this is actually for a Mini-ITX case. It's not extremely small. Also because it has quite extensive hardware support. So this should be doable for you. This is like a rookie-proof Mini-ITX case. It's Cooler Master NR200P that we're using.
Let's see. I didn't practice anything because Michiel asked me this morning, maybe you can already put it together, that you know if no screws are missing. I said, well, that's the beauty of a live stream. We are allowed to miss some screws.
And let's see if everything fits, because we haven't tested it yet, but it should be okay. It should be okay. NRT is already saying in Twitch chat, hey, are you really letting Eric loose on the build?
Yeah.
Well, I hope he's careful on this one, because if he destroys a Mini-ITX motherboard, that would hurt. That's like directly stepping on my soul if he would do that. We also have a nice giveaway today, so make sure to participate. Go to msi.com/2/insider, or if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, you can also follow the direct link that our bot will put in the chat once every 5 minutes, I believe it is. And before we go into it, let's maybe take a look at the different Mini-ITX boards we have in our lineup. So Eric, can you unbox that board in front of you?
Sure.
And this is actually the one that we will use, or Eric will use, building the system today.
So this is the MPG B760i Edge Wi-Fi. And MSI, we always have B760, so first the chipset, and then I means ITX, Mini-ITX. So if that's in the marketing name, then you know it's a smaller board. Yep,
MPG segment, so it's about mid-range. It's not the highest end, it's MEG. It's also not our more affordable gaming series, the MAG. And you will also see that in the feature set. It's like right in the middle.
Inbox, I mean, I'm just going to take out the main board, right? The rest people don't have to see, right?
No, the motherboard is the
I mean,
important
I have
thing.
some cables, some guy. Oh, this is quite nice. Some
stickers.
Hey, this is even really nice. I never saw that, did I?
Can I have them?
Shiny stickers?
It's included with many of our motherboards.
Nice. Are they stickers? Yeah.
Yeah, they are. You can put one on your forehead, so you're MSI branded.
Which one?
A lucky one.
A lucky one. Oh, it's sorry, lucky. Oh, I decapitated Lucky. It's
So that's only part of Lucky now.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks good.
Looks good. I'm going to keep this. I like it.
Can you show it in the close-up cam? Perfect.
Hey, you see, he can belly dance.
You can let him talk.
No, I think it's really decapitated. Anyway, yeah, some quick guides, some antennas. Anyway, we're not going. Do you want to talk about this?
No, it's okay. Let's talk maybe a little bit about the motherboard. Because, well, it's of course a Mini-ITX motherboard. Basically, it will fit other cases as well. Like most micro ATX, ATX, and even extended ATX cases, they use the same screw hole, so you can fit an ITX board in there. I have no idea why you would want that. Usually, you would, of course, go for an ITX case. It has a very strong VRM design, actually. So it's a direct 8+1+1 phase VRM design with 90 amp Dr. Moss. So also, in terms of high-end CPUs, you should be good to go. This can easily run even a Core i9, as this is an Intel board, of course. It has Lightning Gen 5 on PCI Express slot. Mini, you're also ready for the future. Right now, you don't really need it for graphics cards. Even in most situations, PCI Express Gen 3, if it's times 16, is not that big of a bottleneck even. But you're ready for the future, at least. It has two M.2 slots. Maybe let's go back to the board a little bit. Eric, can you show the two M.2 slots? Or can you find them, I should say?
Well, I know one is on the back of the PCB.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
And the other one?
And then the other one is below this heatsink.
Yep, correct.
So, and yeah, normally, typically, if I would install this, then on the back of the PCB, if you install this on the case, you want to put your OS drive there if you're using a SSD for operating system, because that one normally you don't have to upgrade or touch. Agree, Michiel?
Depends a bit on the case. In many cases, you can actually access it from the back.
Okay, well,
if the
let's
cutout
see.
is big enough. I'm not sure about this one, but if you can access it from the back,
Yeah.
it's quite easy still.
Yeah,
to,
then it's
to
no
replace
problem.
it. But
And
it
over
depends
here
on
we
the
have the a heatsink on top of it. I can.
It has M.2 shield.
Can I already start building it? Or is-
No, not yet. Let's first take a look at the different flavors in terms
so
of
it's not
Mini-ITX
time based.
board.
I don't have like a target to reach.
No.
Okay.
You have plenty of time to build.
Okay,
this.
okay, cool.
I see a question. What color is your hair?
Grey.
Yeah, so is mine nowadays. Mostly on the sides there.
Yeah. And bald, is that a color?
Skin color.
Yeah. But Lucky gives us some color.
Is it DDR4 or DDR5? This is the DDR5 model of this board. So if it's a DDR4 model, it says DDR4 at the end of the name.
And if you have the mainboard in your hands, you can always see that on the back, because this is SMT soldering.
Yeah, indeed.
So there are no pins, so you cannot hurt yourself. Right, sorry, here.
I was talking about me. Yeah, for me it's also partly grey nowadays, rectangle. But I think it's because of the chroma key and the light that it's
No.
Than it is usually.
That's nothing to do with it.
I'm just still in denial.
That's true.
So it has one M.2 shield frosser, that's the one on the front. So it depends a bit. Eric said like you would use the one with your operating system there, but I would personally recommend to use the one that gets hottest, to use that underneath the M.2 shield frosser.
Yeah, that's also correct.
So for example, if you're using a Gen 3 and a Gen 4 SSD, usually the Gen 4 SSDs tend to run a little bit hotter, then I would put that one in the front and the other one in the back.
Yeah, agree.
It also has 2.5 gigabit LAN, as well as Intel Wi-Fi 6E, and Intel Wi-Fi 6E also comes with Bluetooth 5.3 support. Oh, you see that very nice audio connector in the middle. That one is supposed to be green, of course, but now with our chroma key it turns grey. Yeah, that side. It has an 8-layer PCB with 2-ounce thickened copper. Yeah, that's a little bit hard to see.
I know, I'm trying to show them that.
But yeah, usually ITX boards have more PCB layers, and that has to do with all the stuff that you have to cram on a very little
all
PCB.
the signals.
Yeah, so basically all the traces have to walk over each other in terms
That's a bit strange.
to fit everything on that PCB. So that's why you're generally seeing more layers, and this one has an 8-layer PCB, whereas most B760 boards would, for example, go for a 6-layer PCB. Nowadays, Intel also supports overclocking on the memory on B series chipsets. So this one also, of course, fully supports XMP. It also has iExpo, so basically meaning you can also run an AMD Expo memory kit on this and run those settings, even though it is an Intel board. So yeah, basically it's ready for all types of DDR5 modules. Nortil is asking, what is the main difference between Z790 and Z690? The main difference, I would say, is the connectivity from the chipset. So Z790 boards will usually have more Gen 4 lanes available to the M.2 slots. So on Z690 boards, most of the SSD slots, usually the ones that are lower positioned on the board, so the primary ones will still be the higher generation. But if you, for example, have like a third, fourth, or even fifth M.2 slot, then you would maybe get a lower generation, Gen 3, whereas it will still be Gen 4 on Z790 simply because it has more lanes available.
But then you're purely talking about chipset level. I mean, a mainboard can have a lot of different implementations.
Yeah, that's indeed what I still want to mention, because it's of course a full generation. So also in other areas you have technological development. So usually our Z790 boards, for example, have an improved VRM or have the new screwless M.2 shield frosser, all those kind of features. But that's not really a chipset difference. That's really just that you're one generation further in terms of motherboards, and motherboards just get better over a generation. So it's a combination of those two.
Hussein Hani is asking which one is smaller, Micro ATX or Mini ITX? That would be Mini ITX.
Yes.
Do we have a micro? No. Oh, that's 8. Well, let me.
That's an ATX, but you can use it to show the size of Micro ATX as well.
Yeah. Is this NDA?
I don't know which board is it.
Tomahawk.
Should be okay, I think.
Let me see. Yeah.
Eric grabbing a random board.
Random board, yeah.
So this is a full ATX motherboard. And basically, if you have the screw holes on the ATX board, on the middle row of screw holes, that's where you will have micro ATX, and then mini ITX.
Maybe it's difficult to see. Maybe you should show it from the. Ah, this one bites.
Yeah, but
No, it's something else.
no. So it's easiest to see on the slots. So for full ATX, you have 7 slots. Of course, they're not always all filled, but you will have 7 expansion slots in total. In this situation, there are M.2 SSDs there. A mini ITX only has 1 expansion slot, and the micro ATX boards have 4. So it's 7, 4, 1. That's a bit of the size
actually
comparison.
see how small it is.
Yeah. You can also see that, for example, the memory DIMMs are, because it is also located closer to the socket, and actually because it only has 2 DIMM slots and it is positioned so close to the socket, mini ITX boards are usually also very, very good at memory overclocking, because you get a better signal quality.
So basically, you lose whatever my English. Anyway, you lose a lot of expansion slots.
Yeah, that's well, I would say nowadays a lot of people only use a graphics card, one graphics card.
Yeah.
And if that's the only adding card you're using, then you don't miss out on very much. Like, yeah, of course you're more limited in terms of M.2. Later on you will see a board with 3 M.2 slots as well, but that's basically how far we can go mini ITX nowadays. And you're limited to 2 memory DIMM slots. Did you already cut yourself?
Well, it was trying to. Eating into my finger.
But yeah, other than that, if you're building a game system with 2 2 memory modules, 1 graphics card, and you're not planning on using more than 3 M.2 SSDs, then mini ITX is definitely an option. Arsof is asking, where's the chipset? That one is actually also located underneath the heatsink.
Yeah, it's very difficult to see. But on the back, well, you could see some small resistors. And this means basically chipset is also located here. Let me remove the heatsink. Or is that cheating, Michiel, that I already save some time for the build later?
Okay, that's okay. So basically that heatsink cools both the SSD, but also the chipset.
I don't know.
And then the other heatsink, it's also an extended heatsink. That one stretches all over the I/O ports, and that will cool the VRM. And there is an additional one for the Dr. Moss on the top end of the motherboard.
What is this kind of screw? Do you guys see this?
Oh, we don't have the banana for skill, but the banana screwdriver.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's
Did you sit on it?
No, not yet, not yet, not yet. And this is too big, so
there's another one.
I need this one. Banana for scale.
So it's only 2 screws, then you take it off.
So over here, it's difficult to hold. So over here, you can put the M.2 in. So here's the M.2 slot.
Yeah.
So it will go like this. And here is the screw you can connect it with. The very small screw everybody loses always. And then here you have a small heatsink for the chipset, which is below it.
So the chipset is not the big chip that you see next to it. That's a Nuvoton chip.
Yeah.
And that one is for the I/O.
Yeah, I/O chip.
So that's not the B760.
Chipset is below this one.
Yeah, that one is hidden indeed.
And yeah, it's, well, it's just, you cannot see it.
Eduardo says it's so tiny that it's almost cute. What do you mean almost? This is a super cute motherboard, right? Let's maybe take a look at the big brother of this motherboard. Well, big in terms of feature set. No, not that one. Because it's still a tiny motherboard, but more high-end, based on the Z790 chipset.
Okay, and which one is that?
The other Intel one. So if you look at the socket, you should be able to see it.
If you look at the socket.
Yeah. If you look at the socket, you see 2.
It should be this one.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
There we go.
For AM5, it's very difficult to see, but anyway. Okay, so
yeah,
this
nowadays the sockets, because they're both LGA sockets.
It has some sandwich on top of it.
Yeah, that's because it can fit up to 3 M.2 SSDs.
There's a fan in it?
We're stacking it. Yeah, there is a fan in the VRM heatsink. So it's extended heatsink with Frozr heatsink, and it also has a heat pipe connecting the 2 heatsinks on the side and on the top. You can maybe see it in between. Yeah, it's maybe a little bit hard to see.
The heat pipe will be here, located over here.
On the back, there are also some like very small back plates for the VRM that also help to cool on the rear side. So the small aluminum plates. If you turn it all the way to the back, Eric. No, the rear side of the motherboard. There, yeah. And those aluminum plates will also help to cool the VRM from the back of the PCB.
Yeah.
This one actually has a direct 10+1+1 phase VRM, and this one has 105 amp smart power stages, and that is a lot, especially for a Mini-ITX board. And I would say in general, it's basically you're unable to cool a CPU that draws that much power. So you will never run into a VRM bottleneck. You will always first run into a CPU cooling bottleneck rather than the VRM on this motherboard. Of course, it's a Z-series chipset, so you can also do overclocking on the CPU. So for the B-series, it's only the memory you can overclock. For the Z-series, it's both the CPU and the memory. Eric is already screwing off the shield frozzer.
Yeah.
And underneath is
like a double decker.
2 slots. And then on the back there is a 3rd slot. So this is basically how far we can go nowadays in terms of M.2 slots on a Mini-ITX board.
So this is one heatsink.
Yep.
You of course need to remove the strip. Then over here you see you can insert the M.2 SSD. And then I think this can be removed as well, Michiel?
Yes.
Yeah, our webcam position is a bit strange today. And I don't want to touch it because probably it will die.
By the way, if I sound straight or if I'm coughing or
You
sneezing,
always sound
it's
strange.
the haze fever season again. So sometimes I try to mute myself in time, but if I'm too late, I'm sorry about that.
Okay. Okay. Oh, there is a connector here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. You disconnect it.
Okay. So, oh, Michiel. Whoa. Okay, so this is like
You've never seen this before? We also had it on our
I should have
Z690.
seen it, but I didn't pay attention. Too busy with other things.
Too busy with bigger boards?
Yeah. Indeed. I'm not really paying attention to the small things. So this is like a PCB with 2 M.2 connectors. So one is over here. And one is over here on top. And then you have a 3rd connector, which is this one, which connects it to the PCB. So you have to insert it over here, and here is how it looks on the main board itself. So this is where well, how are we going to call that? The small PCB?
Yeah, it's a bit like a bit of an add-in card almost.
Yeah, maybe. And then here you have a heat sink, which cools the bottom of the SSD. No, the
No,
top of
it's
the
the
SSD
top,
because it's
this one is
upside
flipped.
down
Yeah,
with this
correct.
card. And it cools the heat sink, which is the chipset which is below this, the PCH.
Yeah.
Are we still having PCHs? How are they called nowadays, right?
Yeah. They're for Intel. They're officially, I believe, still called
PCH. Yeah. Platform Communicator Hub or something.
Yeah, but for AMD, I believe they still officially
Chipset,
call
yeah.
it chipset.
Well, it's only one chip, not really a set.
Yeah, in the past you had North Bridge, South Bridge, of course.
Yeah.
But nowadays only one chip that does it all. So it also has Lightning Gen 5 on the PCI Express slot.
So this one has 3 M.2, right?
Yeah, 3 M.2, and of course, because it's ITX, only one PCI Express slot. That's of course where you'll put your graphics card usually. It has onboard 2.5 gigabit LAN and Intel Wi-Fi 6E. So maybe we can show the I/O as well.
Which one do you
Eric is
want?
done screwing.
I/O.
Yeah, there we go. You also see some ventilation holes, and that of course has to do with the frozzer heatsink. So there is a semi-passive fan inside the extended heatsink design, and that one it will only spin up if it actually needs to, and will help to cool the VRM. And that has to do with if you're running a high-end CPU in a very, very, very small case that barely has any ventilation, this can help there. Plenty of USB, so 2.5 gigabit LAN. Intel Wi-Fi 6E, of course, also supports Bluetooth.
I already noticed my hands are too big for this kind of tiny.
You're lucky that you're building in this case and not the case I use at home.
Miny mo.
Because this is, I believe, 18 liters or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. And my case that I use at home is 7 liters, so that's a lot smaller still. But yeah, of course, hardware support is a bit more extensive in this one. Because, for example, we're using a 240mm radiator today in our all-in-one liquid cooler, and I personally use a 92mm, so that's quite a big difference. Indiana Roy is asking, all is aluminum? Yes, in terms of the heatsink on the motherboard, yes. Apart from the heat pipe, that's a nickel-plated copper heat pipe. What fan size fan is in there? That's a good question. I don't know by heart exactly how big it is. I'm also not sure how well you can access it. Can you check, Eric?
The fan in the mainboard?
Yeah, NRT is wondering if it's a custom fan or a standard form factor. Probably if you can replace it in the future. I don't expect that you have to, also because it's semi-passive.
The fan.
In general, it won't
that's
run
a good question.
all the time.
I then have to remove the I/O panel. Do it.
Sure.
I mean, you introduced me as Erik the Destroyer of Things.
Yeah. Be my guest then.
So this one is still working sample?
After you're finished with it, not anymore. But doesn't matter. We're building with the other board anyway, so let's just open it up and let's see if we can show the fan to NRT. I'm not sure how well.
Sorry, I'm covering everything on my big hands. I'm trying to remove the I/O panel, so it's connected with four screws.
Pandorian Grey wants to see a Mini-ITX motherboard in a huge case. Well, it looks very empty, I would say.
Prospect 700.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You have a whole lot of nothing.
I/O panel is removed. Michiel, maybe you can switch off the specs.
Yes, I can.
Not really helping.
Here we go.
Like this. So now we have this.
And you can actually see the fan there.
The fan is located over here.
So how big is it, Eric?
It's
guesstimate?
4 to 5 centimeters.
4 to 5 centimeters? Is it that big?
Oh, the diameter. Well, maybe. Yeah. Like, I mean, what do you have for scale?
I think it's smaller.
What do I have for scale? What people know?
A banana.
I was hungry. Is that a problem?
No, it's a banana peel for scale.
No, I'm joking.
The actual banana.
Yeah, but it's
a relatively small banana, though.
We have a banana for scale, but it's not helping with the fan size.
No, it's I think it would be possible to get them in that size, but I'm not sure how easy it would be.
Below it, it's a DisplayPort connector, and this is a USB connector. So I would say it's 2 times the width of a USB connector, and it's 1.5 times the width of a DisplayPort connector. And this black thing is the fan. And assuming it's a square, you know the diameter. But somebody can take a screenshot, count the pixels, and do the math.
And then we want the correct answer within nanometers, right?
Yeah.
Northfield is asking, why do motherboards have DisplayPort and HDMI if we plug the monitor to the GPU? Well, you don't actually need it if you plug it into your GPU. But for example, yesterday, I was already testing if the motherboard we'll build today was working. But Eric stole the graphics card that we were supposed to use today. So I didn't have the graphics card. Of course, I could have used another graphics card, but I just used the integrated graphics in the CPU. Of course, if your CPU has that available. So you can use it with integrated graphics. That's why you have the display outputs. And also, if you may have a problem, for example, with your graphics card, or if you want to debug something and want to maybe exclude the graphics card from being the problem, then if your CPU has integrated graphics, then you can also, of course, use the iGPU for that.
Yeah, Michiel, it's complicated to remove everything. I mean, I need to remove the VRM heatsinks. Why not?
Why not? You already gave the answer.
Yeah, why not? I'm not sure. You're going to put this back together?
You're going to put this back together.
No, hell no.
Don't lose the screws.
Well, I don't care if I don't have to put it back together.
Winston is asking, hello, I would like to know if you have any restrictions on the number of processor installations in a socket, or can you do it as much as you want, or are sockets disposable? In general, you can basically replace it as much as you want, as long as you're careful with it.
Yeah,
the pins in the socket are quite vulnerable, so always be very careful with installing your CPU. Also make sure to properly cover it in case there's no CPU installed. So right now there is a socket cover on top of it, just to protect it from Eric's hands. Otherwise he would destroy the socket within a minute. So always make sure to protect it and be careful with
which CPU socket protector?
But yeah, other than that there is no restriction on how many times you can replace your CPU. Like for example, Ruud from our FAE, he uses a lot of different CPUs on the same motherboards. He replaces them all the time. Hey, don't destroy the
Banana
motherboard
for
with that
scale.
banana peel. Be careful with that socket, Eric. Maybe put the cap back on, because I don't
But
trust
you
you
said
with an
this is
open
a
socket.
dead mainboard, not?
Huh?
Not dead, not yet.
No, not yet. Oh, careful. Eric is demonstrating how not to do this.
Why the?
Is it a difficult socket cap?
Maybe.
Yeah, that way around.
Okay.
Yeah, correct.
So now you see the VRM as well, or at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is the 10+1+1 phase direct VRM.
Yeah, it's. And then over here.
Yeah.
Maybe. Does this work?
Does what work?
The mobile cam?
Oh, let's take
Mobile
a
cam
look.
3.0?
Yes, there we go.
I have the idea it's upside down.
Oh, you're making us sick right now. Oof.
No, now this is upside down.
Now we're upside down. Yeah.
Anyway. VRM. Maybe I should put the mainboard like this. This is more logical. So we removed over here, maybe I should do it. Over here we removed the heatsink.
Yeah.
Later we will talk about the fan.
You can actually also nicely see the PCB on there. Next to the, there's like a vertically, yeah.
Yeah, so this is,
Oh.
What is that PCB?
I think it's a Wi-Fi card, and then probably
No.
to the antenna points.
It's
Oh, it's the
Type
yeah,
C?
Yeah, it's a Type C.
because this
Yeah, the Wi-Fi
module,
card is nicely covered, because that's
This-
actually also a small PCB.
no, the module is in one piece. Sometimes you can add these or remove these on the socket, but this one not.
No.
Or I'm not pushing hard
So don't
enough.
pull it too hard.
So this is also connected with some screws over here.
You can also see the fan connector in the corner in the back. That's what Eric unplugged with the heatsink right there.
Yeah.
Yep. And the PWM controller is underneath his finger now. There we go.
That one.
And then you have the power stages, those, and the chokes underneath, and the
Yeah.
capacitors underneath those.
Yeah.
And those make up the VRM of the motherboard.
Is this zoomable?
Is this what? Oh, that's actually quite okay.
Can we
Yeah, so these,
RAA Renesas?
yes, I believe so. And there are 105 amp smart power stages. There is still some residue from the thermal pads.
Okay, now the heatsink and the fan. So
There you see the thermal pads, and they're not only on the power stages, but also on the chokes. The chokes themselves, they don't produce a lot of heat, but because they're so closely located to the power stages, they do absorb some of the heat of the area. And
Maybe.
by having a bigger surface area to the heatsink, it helps with the heat dissipation of the
Yeah.
whole VRM
so
area.
these are the lower ones. So
Yeah,
they're
the lower
located
ones are the
on the
power stage
SPS, on the smart power stages,
Yeah.
and these one are a bit higher, so they're located on the chokes over here. And I think we only do this for 2 or 3 years. maybe
yeah,
3,
about
4?
That, yeah,
No, 3 years. I
I
would
think
say.
around 3 years indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that long. So it's still things we can improve.
Does it say on the fan how big it is?
Oh my god.
Hey, if we're going into detailed stuff anyway. I think looking at the name, I would assume that it's 2.5 centimeters, 25
Yeah.
millimeters.
Or 12 meters.
Or 12.
It ends at 12 m.
Let me see. I saw some people guessing. NRT said 25 millimeter possibly then. It looks like it indeed is.
And
So yeah, you should be fine with replacing this. if you
there's
get
the black
correct
connector,
size.
which goes into the. Oh, sorry, I'm zoomed in too much. Which goes.
Yeah, you
into
may need a different connector than what the other fan will come with. Of course, you can cut this off and solder it. Of course, that's not part of the warranty, but that's something you could do if you really want to replace
Yeah.
it.
And you need tiny hands.
And some patience, probably.
So count me out. Okay, so What else should I take apart?
Well, you don't have to take anything else apart, but maybe we can take a look at the Type-C header, the front header. Yeah, that one. Because on this board, that's actually a USB 3.2 Gen 2 x 2 header, so 20 gigabit per second.
The silver one.
So it has front USB 20 gig per second support, but also on the rear. So you get 2 USB 20 gig.
And on the rear, it's on probably on this add-in card. Well,
Yeah,
we
indeed.
can use this to cheat. How many screws do you need back later?
Oh.
Oh shit.
I think there's one USB Type-C port, right? Then it's automatically that one, because USB 20G is always... Did you really drop a screw there?
Yeah.
You know you're unable to find them on a grey carpet, right?
Yeah. and it's not a... It's like this small.
My goodness. My goodness. It was always Ja losing screws here, but now
No.
taking over that one.
Let's change the topic of today's live stream. Oh!
Okay, so it's not
Look at
building
that.
a PC anymore,
Look
it's finding the screw.
Look at that.
That was not too bad.
Nope. But, okay. One more. Uh-oh.
So Eric giving a good demonstration of what not to lose when doing this. But of course...
Or maybe, one is still in here.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, all good.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all.
But yeah, of course, these kind of things are not covered by warranty, so don't dismantle your whole motherboard.
Oh shit.
Also, if you dismantle it, you can damage, for example, the thermal pads on the VRM. So we definitely wouldn't recommend taking this apart. That's why we're doing it, so you don't have to at home.
Yeah?
Quata TV is asking, Eric, are you from the Netherlands?
No. 9. Yeah, of course. You might have guessed by my accent.
What do you mean, accent?
Hey, Michiel, maybe I can use some screws for my next build if I have some shortage.
Well, you took plenty of them out of this one.
Yeah.
So, now that we've covered this one, please take properly care of the screws and make sure you
Can you
don't
go to
lose them,
another
Eric.
scene?
And then we can head over to our next board, the one right there.
This is not easy what you just asked me. Take proper care of the screws.
Yeah, put them in a place where you're not going
Yeah,
to
that's the problem here. That's the problem.
You have a pocket in your shirt.
Yeah?
Isn't that the easiest way?
Nah, probably not. Because that would indicate that I'm going to put it back together. Which
does.
is not correct.
You will.
No.
You don't know yet. But Then let's take a look at our final Mini-ITX board that we want to show you today. And that's for the AMD fans among us. Because we also have a nice AM5 motherboard in the Mini-ITX form factor. And this is the MPG B650i Edge Wi-Fi. As the name already says, it's the B650 chipset. It has extended heatsink cooling. So again, you see that it stretches all the way over the I/O. It also has a Frozr heatsink, but this time it's not on a VRM heatsink, but on the combination of the SSD cooling and the chipset. So you have the M.2 Shield Frozr with a small fan in there. It's also semi-passive, so it will only run if it actually needs to. So if you're building in very tiny cases, very small form factor, then this can be very useful. And if you don't need it, also it won't produce any noise. Underneath, you will find the primary M.2 slot. And that one has dual-sided M.2 Shield Frozr, so you have thermal pads on both sides. And on the back, you have the secondary M.2 slot. Indiana Roy is asking, are you going to use a 3D CPU? No, today we're actually using an Intel Core i5. We're building with the B760i model. But we have been building before with, or we have been using the 3D CPU before. We did a live stream with a 7950X 3D before.
I hate small screws. That's why you invited me today, right?
Yep, to see you struggle with all the tiny screws. So Eric, did you check what the size of the fan of this one was?
No, but I would say it's bigger.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too.
Banana for scale again?
Yeah, banana for scale.
Yeah. See? Bigger. But I would not worry too much about these fans. I mean, in the past, like, of in the really long time ago past, 286 time frame, those fans were really nasty and then breaking down a lot. But these are different kind of fans, improved a lot nowadays.
So this one has Lightning Gen 4 on a PCI Express slot, as well as the M.2. It also supports PCI Express Gen 4. When we look at the rear I/O, we also have 2.5 gigabit LAN. We have Wi-Fi 6E, in this case AMD Wi-Fi 6E. Some nice additions are the flash BIOS button, as well as the clear CMOS button. So both are easily accessible from the rear, so you don't have to open up your case. Because especially with Mini-ITX, it can be a pain to reach a certain button or header with all the hardware in front of it. Got a bunch of USB ports, of course, and one of them is Lightning USB 20G. So the USB 3.2 Gen 2x2.
Oh, Paul is asking what is the point of stating, what is the point of taking. He's correct. Shit, I'm going to remove it. I'm going to show you. You're right. Last time today. After this, it's my job.
No, it's not the last time because you still have to install the SSD of that.
I have to build. Oh, yeah, no, I already. That one is.
Oh, it's still open.
Still open. Okay, then I take this one. But I see more screws.
Here you cannot see the printing, unfortunately.
Should I?
Yeah, you can take it out. Sure.
Other cam.
Too hard with one hand?
Yeah.
Come on, a little bit of
Michiel,
multitasking.
you are the put it back, make it happen. Oh, I don't know what. I think this is only to remove. Ooh. Only to remove the fan. 4 small tiny screws, and there it is. It wants to escape. See this? Oh. Oh. But still, glued to my, is it glued? Ah, there's also screws. What is that?
Isn't it screwed in from the other side?
No. Sorry.
What are we looking at right now?
Sorry.
There we go.
Shit. Okay. Why did I remove them?
Ah, come on. Now you can take it fully apart. You promised Paul to take it apart, so...
Ah, yeah. True. Are you tomorrow in the office, Michiel?
No, because I heard you were busy
No.
here putting everything back together.
No, for sure not.
Yeah, 4 nice screws.
I should have detached the cable. That would be a lot easier.
It's a question
Why
on
go
TikTok.
for easy if Paul asks us something?
Digital's asking, how do you set up the power supply? What do you mean with set up the power supply exactly? Oh, let me go back. There we go. Okay, turn it around. The fan.
Sorry, where am I?
There we go.
Sorry, I lost myself. Yeah, here. No. Damn it.
Hey, we're still upside down.
How is that possible? How is that even possible?
There we go. So this is, it looks like it's a 30 millimeter one, yeah.
Bigger. I was right, Paul.
Yeah. You were right, and as you can see, you can completely take this out.
Last thing I took apart today. This is a recipe for disaster. If I leave this here.
Then make sure not to leave it there.
So this was like this.
Paul says, well built. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, it is actually, it's well built. No problem there.
Yeah, so you can actually take it all apart. So no glue or stuff like that.
Put some glue back to it. Make it difficult for the next one who comes after me. When Paul is watching again. Are you not taking it apart? Last guy took it apart.
So this board, the VRM, has 80 amp smart power stages, so also capable of running even high-end Ryzen 9 processors. The B series chipset on AMD is slightly different than from Intel, because on AMD you can also overclock the CPU on the B series. So both the memory and the CPU can be overclocked, whereas on Intel you specifically need the Z series chipset in order to do so.
And also here in the heatsink, there is a nice part, I think, for the cable. I'm going to put the cable over there.
Yep.
Cable fan. Not sure if it's for that, but
yeah, I think it's a cable management canal.
Yeah, fits nicely.
Gal Trooper is asking, favorite motherboard series? Eric, what's yours?
I like Unify.
Yeah, Unify is nice.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's basically all our Mini-ITX series. I love Mini-ITX.
Yeah. Stupid question.
But in terms of looks, I can relate to Eric. I really like the looks of our Unify boards.
But the S series, right? Or not? I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Unify you could see as a series.
Yeah, true.
You can also put chipsets as a series, so like Z790 or B650.
In the past, I loved GD65.
McKellen is asking, is it metal or plastic?
All metal. The fan is plastic, of course.
But also the plate that the fan is screwed in, also metal.
Plastic. Oh, sorry, metal. Too late to prove. I'm not going to take it apart anymore. Yeah. I'm trying to put it in.
Sir Farmalot has a very good suggestion for you, Eric, for tomorrow. If you
Automatic
don't know how to
screwdriver?
get everything back together, check the video on demand.
Yeah, play it backwards. Yeah, but probably with this mic you can see it's metal as well. Where am I? I'm zoomed in too much. Yeah, so this is the heatsink, this is the plate on top of it, also metal. And this of course is the
Thermal pad.
thermal pad indeed. Oh, I hope some people are really seasick after this webcam shaking stuff.
They sure are.
Nah, I don't hope that. Sorry guys. I can imagine. Okay, so Mike,
Eric,
this is
now
the
we
only one I put together, the rest is for you. It's only one board.
Or we can ask Ruud kindly.
I think this is even... Yeah. Okay.
Ruud's probably watching.
You still want to talk about this AMD one?
Sorry?
You still want to talk something about AMD one?
I think we covered everything.
Okay, then I'm going to put this one back. Yeah.
And then let's maybe go through the different components that we're building with today.
Yeah.
Because of course it's not just motherboards. So we already briefly talked about the case. It's Cooler Master NR200P.
This is the first stuff we have over here.
What is what? There? Oh, the screws.
Where are they? Who zoomed in this much?
There we go. So those are for the power supply. And then you have 4 more for the motherboard.
Yeah.
Yes, you only need 4 for a Mini-ITX.
And we have some liquid cooling stuff.
Yep.
Ooh.
And the liquid cooler. So this is the MAG Core Liquid C240.
Ooh, it looks like the RGB is on, but that's our green screen
the reflection
reflecting.
of the green screen indeed. So a 240mm all-in-one liquid cooler. And we will actually, or Eric will actually mount this in the side of the case.
Am I side?
Yes.
You told me I could decide.
No, because I noticed I couldn't find the riser cable, so you don't have a choice.
Okay. Okay, you should
And also by
you
not
should
using
have
the
told
riser
me.
cable, we can use PCI Express Gen 4 on this.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the.
But Get Eater is asking, when do you start building? About now.
About now. Okay, then we have this case.
Sorry, I had to sneeze, but I'm back. Yeah, so the Cooler Master NR200P. So mini ITX case, but still, because it's not extremely small, it has quite extensive hardware support. So we're actually using quite a big graphics card.
How do we open this?
You just pull it off.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Am I pulling the right side?
I'm not sure if you put it on properly before.
Maybe. Maybe you can take the front cam, that's easier.
I love to see you struggle though. Yeah, there we go. And there you see the bracket where you can install the radiator later on. And this is the...
Where? Point me at. This bracket?
Yeah, that bracket.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Actually, this model also comes with a tempered glass one, but because we're mounting the radiator, or Eric is mounting the radiator, in front of the side panel, we're not choking it by using a tempered glass one, so we're going for the regular one.
Nice case.
Yeah, maybe you can grab the graphics card and hold it in front, so you can see that actually it quite comfortably fits
Like
a
this.
3-fan graphics card. This is the 4070 Ventus 3X, so a relatively large graphics card. It's not too thick, but it's quite long, but still fit nicely in there.
Fit nicely is not the right word. It fits.
Plenty of room.
Okay, we'll find that out later. Then we have the power supply, so we're going to use this one.
Yeah, so the Corsair SF600. This is still an older model. We had it laying around in the office.
It's a very tiny one.
Yeah, it's a nice SFX power supply. I believe nowadays they have the platinum version. This is still the gold version. It's fine for this build. 600 watts is sufficient for running an i5 and a 4070, if it's a quality 600 watt unit, of course. And the SSD, Eric, can you show
Yeah,
that
I'm going
please?
to use this over here. This easier, I guess.
Hey, did you just throw that tomahawk on the floor?
Which tomahawk?
Ah! Yeah, I couldn't see that at first.
Oh, yeah.
Busted.
I did. Normally it's all garbage here.
Hey, be kind to the tomahawk. So this is the Spatium M480, 1TB model, so PCI Express Gen 4 SSD. Then we have the Intel Core i5 13400 CPU. This is actually a 10-core CPU. It says 13400 written on there because this is an engineering sample from Intel, so it says Intel Confidential. So this is not what you will find in the stores, of course, but we got this ahead of the launch of the series. So we have an engineering sample of that, but it's a 13400 as you're used to. So it's a 10-core CPU. It has 6 P cores and 4 E cores. The P cores also have hyperthreading. So in total, let me do some quick math. That is 16 threads on the P cores, 4 on the E cores. So you have 16 threads in total. 10 cores, 16 threads. Yes, then we have the DDR5 modules. And they are the G.skill Trident C5 RGB modules. And these are the silver ones, of course, to fit it nicely with the Edge motherboard series that, of course, have silver heatsinks as well. And we're using 2 times 16 gigabytes of DDR5 5600. And I believe this is CL36. Can you confirm? I think it should say on the sticker. Yeah, it's CL36 indeed. So 2 times 16 gigabytes. DDR5, of course, at launch was very expensive, but nowadays it's getting a lot more affordable. And it's actually getting relatively close to DDR4 pricing. So if you're going to build a new PC, I would definitely consider DDR5 nowadays, because if you still have like a very good DDR4 kit, of course you can consider still building with DDR4 on Intel. But if you're buying a new kit, you already know that you can never take that memory to your next system anymore, because of course DDR4 will be discontinued in the end, and DDR5 will still continue for quite a while.
Why was I invited?
You can take out the bracket already if you want, or maybe
Which
let's first
bracket?
take a look
Oh,
at the
that
graphics
bracket.
card. We haven't
Sorry?
checked out the graphics card yet.
What did I do?
We haven't checked out the graphics card
Oh,
yet.
GPU. Yeah,
Yep.
well, only for size. Again, banana?
Yeah, only for scale indeed. So this is an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070. Ventus 3X graphics card. And this is also an engineer sample, so usually you will see
Giveaway!
stickers on the fans.
Yeah, we have a giveaway. Is it already time for giveaway?
I think it is time for a giveaway.
Oh,
That's
Mike,
a
you
good
missed
reminder.
already one.
I
You're talking
almost
for 1
forgot
hour?
you guys.
One moment,
Here.
he's doing some
In
lucky
the meanwhile,
draw.
you can repeat how people can participate that haven't participated yet, Eric.
Yeah, if you didn't participate, you can go to msi.com/2/insider or on our YouTube and Twitch channel. We have a bot, Gleam link, spamming, something like that. And today you can win Steam
Wallet
gifts,
codes.
wallet, vouchers, codes. I never know what it is. Anyway.
Yeah, it's basically the same. Steam wallet voucher, Steam wallet
Yeah.
code.
Anyway, you can top up your Steam wallet and buy some
So
nice
let me
games.
draw our first winner for today.
Maybe you do too.
Yeah, that's maybe a good idea. It took a while. Here, you can already announce the first one.
Mango Guy. Congrats,
Congratulations.
Mango Guy. Thank you for joining.
I'm surprised you can actually read it from the distance, Eric.
Yeah, so Mike and I, you had a walk today and I was talking about that I had one lens in order to read things. And something other funny happened, but we're not going to discuss that.
Oh, you mean that Peter from his desk could read your screen from several meters apart?
Yeah. That, yeah.
Eric is using the senior letters nowadays.
Yeah.
And our next winner for today.
PJSC?
Yeah, PJSSEY. Congratulations, you also won a Steam wallet code. So to both winners, congrats. Please keep an eye out on your mailbox. And then we will.
I'm
email
getting
the
old.
codes
I need a
to the Code
720p monitor with scaling at
Scaling
200%.
at 300%. Nice. Yeah, so we have everything together.
Yeah.
And now let's start building. So, Eric, how are you gonna tackle this issue?
Yeah, well, I was already checking this side, but first I need access. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this bracket. I don't know where it is here.
Vasconcelos Leonardo says, this PSU is not MSI, it's Corsair. That's correct. We currently don't have any SFX PSUs in our portfolio. Also,
And we're still, I mean, we're good partners with Corsair, with Cooler Master. We work a lot together on events. And
actually they were also friendly enough to provide these samples for us.
Yeah.
So we're using a Cooler Master case and a Corsair power supply.
Mike, what did you? So okay. So let me first have some
Okay,
testing.
guys, all grab some popcorn now because it's time to see Eric struggle. Huh?
Yeah, I think the mainboard will go like this. Oh yeah, that fits. So okay, I'm going to show you guys. We should have a we have this cam. Just thinking out loud. I think the mainboard should go like this because it matches with I/O panel. Here. Okay.
Well noticed, Eric.
Yeah. So PSU should go in here.
Yeah.
And then my biggest worry is the GPU. I think that one should go here. Oh my God. Okay. So I needed to remove two. So should go here somewhere. So we need to remove two of them. Those how do you say that? Placeholders?
The shields, yeah.
Shields. Are they called shields?
Yeah, they're like.
Do I have that
right?
or is it just me? Oh, okay. Sorry if I'm all shaky.
Let me switch to this one so you have a handoff.
Nah, I better take the other cam, then people see better what I'm doing.
If you're shaking this much, I'm not sure if they can see it better.
Yeah, we should have somebody to hold the cam. Normally that's you, but
I'm just casually
should we not call this stream
my iced tea
building
watching
one?
this Oh, don't lose the screws.
Oh. Yeah, I already noticed it's kind of crowded. Okay, two out. And then the last thing is to put the bracket on, something like this.
You can already see how careful Eric is always with hardware. He just throws the motherboard in and the GPU not even
Like
in
this. No, screw holes are here. How the hell?
there. Eric, I always teach our viewers to build very carefully, and now you're showing them this.
You should not have invited me then.
You're a very bad example to them.
Yeah, I'm doing this with one hand, very small, tiny stuff. This is like for. Oh, it
Yeah,
should be
it's
like
correct.
this.
You put it in,
Okay.
and that's how you do it.
So probably we're going to do it like. Can this open? Yeah, like this. We're going to slide it in, and the liquid cooling, which I put on the floor, will be mounted on the inside here.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So it sounds like we're all good to go.
Well, I mean, what if I now just put a cover on it and I say we're finished? Everything is in the case?
Then we will check if it works or not.
Oh!
And you're staying at the office today until it works. Just so you know.
Okay. So, what I normally do... Oh, damn. Okay.
That was not very careful, Eric.
Nah, come on. I'm building. Not careful. Okay, so I'm going to take the mainboard out first, put CPU, M.2.
NRT says Eric doing the bull in a China shop build method.
Yeah, okay, Mike, can we go to the other cam, please? So, first things first. M.2 in here. Oh my god, this is the small, tiny. This is the one I hate. That's also why.
M.2 screws.
Yeah, some other mainboards, some newer ones, have a mechanism you can click it in. This one does not have. So.
Actually, no, I'm not sure if this one does not have it, because this is also an engineering sample board.
Oh, okay.
And this was actually missing, so I made this board complete yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
And I put this one in because this is what I could find.
Yeah. So, okay, it's installed. Put the shield on. I think it will go like this.
Oh, people are complaining about your microphone rubbing against your shirt. They're getting some sound effects, apparently.
Yeah. If that's the worst thing what will happen today, I'm quite happy. Yeah. Okay, like this. So.
Otherwise, you can put it lower as well. You're loud enough. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's correct. Not sure if that helps.
Underneath the button, then you don't rub it probably.
Okay. So that's
Is the
done.
mic better now, guys?
Put the memory in. Always have to check if it's like this or like this. I never know.
Yeah, make sure to align it.
I'm very happy that this is a 2-DIMM board, because normally you always have to watch out if you go for A channel, B channel and that kind of stuff. Now I don't have.
Now just fill it all up.
So this is done. Then the CPU socket. So I already have a bracket over here. We just leave the protection cover on.
Finally, a careful decision from Eric.
Until it's mounted. Well, we can already put the CPU in, right? Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, you can. And that's why you usually keep on the socket cover until you install the CPU, Eric.
Yeah, okay. So
Give a good example to our viewers.
CPU.
And make sure it's properly aligned, text up.
This is, what is this? Like this or like this? No, I think it should be readable, so it's like this.
Yeah. Text up and then it should align with the cutouts.
Yeah.
Eric, I see a question in chat, what's your favorite soccer club?
Oh, I don't like soccer at all.
But you give soccer trainings, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm the worst coach. Actually, you know, my younger son, actually both of them, 8 and 10, they're doing soccer training and playing matches, and they never have a lot of dads helping out. So if I wanted to help, yeah, sure, you know. I was thinking like, if I'm smart, I do this before the winter starts, so I only have the sunny evenings and do the training, but no other dad was showing up to help. So I'm now going to put a retention bracket on the back. Oh. Somehow. Is it magnetic? I hope not. No.
No, it's not magnetic.
Yeah, it should be like this, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I need to hold it, and then
the short side.
the short side?
Yeah, that's where it's screwed.
Okay, so
The long side you will need to.
I already noticed I made a mistake because I put the memory in, and I already noticed that.
I was also already surprised that you were starting with the memory. I always start with the CPU.
Yeah, because I don't have a lot of space for this. Anyway, so I also did this in the winter, and I was, I was assistant trainer, so just helping out the coach or the trainer, and he's also just a, how do you say that, volunteer, was helping.
Mm-hmm.
And then at one moment he was like, I have a symposium or something. He didn't have time. Can you take over? And I really don't know anything about football, so I was like, okay, these kids, each week they get training about what they need to learn. So I'm going to learn them something what they don't need to know. So I was teaching them how to shoot with the left foot. I think, well, it can happen that that by accident the ball lands in front of their feet and it's in front of the left one. So why not learn that? And some are left-footed. So I try to teach them with right foot. And of course, first ball went totally off to the side, and then after 3 to 5 tries, it.
So then you went to show them, and the same happened with both your foot. So
oh no! I'm terrible at soccer.
So how do you give examples to those kids?
Not.
So you can shoot with neither of your feet?
Well, I even don't have soccer shoes, with the knobs below it. So
you don't need them, when it's slippery.
yeah. So when it's winter and it's slippery and I'm the goalkeeper, oh my God. Anyway, and I try to teach them how to push other kids during matches. I'm not sure if that's allowed, but
and kick some legs instead of the ball.
No, well, I notice sometimes they're up against teams which are way more aggressive, and we have at that age everybody has a different length. Some are smaller than others, and I'm just trying to teach them how to, without the referee noticing that they can.
So you're saying
get in possession of the ball.
So you're saying never kick your opponent when the referee is watching.
No, it's more with your shoulders and with your hips,
There are several ways to tackle them.
Yeah. and some funny things like that, but yeah.
NRT is asking, are you a darts fan?
A what?
A darts fan.
No, also not. Only Grand Prix, Formula 1. And I think, Michiel, you have the same thing, right?
I watch quite a lot of sports.
Yeah?
Not really darts, but I do watch soccer. Mostly Champions League.
The only sport I'm watching is Formula 1 and that's it.
I
no darts, nothing.
Tonight is Manchester City Bayern, so I'll probably watch that one.
Is that darts?
Almost.
I think they're tightened enough. Well, no, not really enough, but I mean, yeah, I cannot turn them, and the backplate is making a little bit noise.
In the end, you will tighten it with the wire block. So
sure,
that will be
I
fine.
trust you. Yeah. Okay, so now the difficult part, so this can go, which is the water cooling, because we have some challenges here. First of all, if I mount the CPU pump on top of it, I have this big fan here, which might cause a problem, but I also have all these cables which I need to connect to the main board. I think one is for RGB, one is, how many actually do we have? 2, 3 are sticking out.
Yeah, you have the RGB, you have the pump header, and then you have the fan header of the 2 fans.
Okay.
Those are
but I only have one cable for the 2 fan headers. Oh yeah,
because we have an adapter cable that combines them into one.
Okay. And why not? Do I have a manual? Oh, I probably.
Who needs a manual?
We have this. I'm a little bit older, so I need to zoom a bit in. Okay, so those 2 are RGB, both are JRGB, so either one of it is okay. Oh, that one has 4 pins.
That's incorrect, Eric.
What?
That's incorrect.
It says JRGB.
Yes.
Yeah, the one is V2 with 3 pins, but I hope if this one has 3 pins, where is it? Here it has 3 pins. Where are we? Sorry.
But the other one has 4 pins.
Oh, one moment. I'm trying to find my connectors. One moment.
We'll just have a quick look at the capacitors.
Yeah, one
and
moment.
at the memory tracing.
Yeah, sorry, zoomed in. Where am I? Oh, here. Sorry, webcam is on that side. So this one only has 3. So I think it should go on this one, not, Mike?
Yeah, that is correct. But you said you could put it on either. You cannot.
No. I was just brainstorming out loud.
Okay. Because this is the J ARGB header you're now plugging it into. So previously we had the J Rainbow header. Now they are the J ARGB Gen 2 headers. So it also supports the Gen 2 for more individual control.
Oh yeah,
LEDs.
the A, I missed that one.
Yeah. So that's also a 5-volt connector, 3-pin, and the other is 12 volts, 4-pin.
Yeah.
And the LEDs will not like it if you plug a 5-volt device.
I'm going to find the
12.
pump header. So that's RGB. Whoa. I have 3 4-pins. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 3 4-pins.
Are you already plugging this in now?
Hey, Mike, is it my build or your build?
I just wish you good luck putting everything in the case later on.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate luck.
You're welcome.
Pump fan, sys fan 1, JFP2. Okay, so the first one is the pump fan. That should be, that should be, no, this is 2 cables, so this should be the pump fan. Should the pump, yeah, no, I don't know, we will see later, I mean. No, shit, this is 3 pins. Oh my god.
Doesn't matter, you can put a 3-pin pump on a 4-pin header.
Actually, it doesn't matter, right? So if I put this on the pump, let me see where that thingy is. Okay, so, oh, one moment, sorry. So here you have the notch, right? Not really notch, how do you call that? The plastic?
Ooh, good one.
Like this.
I don't know actually if there's a name for it.
There's always a name for it. So, that's one. And then
Also,
I have these 2.
In our native language, I also have no idea how you would call this.
So, this is a 4-pin.
NRT
and
says lug.
A what?
A lug.
A lug.
L-U-G.
Okay. English class 101. I would do it like this, Mike, is that correct?
Does it match with the text?
With what?
Yeah, like the pump is mostly because the header can provide more power, but actually the other one are quite interchangeable.
I think this
so
is the pump, right? Because it's only as...
yeah, that's correct. That's the pump.
So, no, not only the pin header, but also the cable, right?
What do you mean, the cable?
The cable.
Yeah, that's going towards the pump.
Anyway, we will see later on, right?
And then you have another one because you also need to connect the case fans later on. There are 2 fans in the case already.
Yeah, we can put it here, right?
Yeah, you have another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put this away.
Arso says ITX build is much more effort than a regular build.
Nah.
It depends a bit. In this case, it's not that much more effort. In very small cases, it is, because then you struggle with space.
So,
but this is still quite doable.
okay, so I'm just thinking out loud. So if I put the socket here, it barely fits with my memory.
It fits perfectly.
Well, that's also barely. Then I think this should be located like this. Why I'm going to put this on here. Wrong order, right, Mike?
How are you going to do your airflow?
What airflow?
Like, what are you going to use as intake and what is outtake?
Come on, not so serious. Who cares?
Because you also have some fans in your case. So maybe if they are outtake fans, then you want to make this the intake or vice versa. I would suggest to do this one.
Why so
the
difficult,
outtake.
Mike?
Or the intake, sorry. And the other one is the outtake.
Oh shit! Cooling paste.
Oh, you're really building with everything attached into the case?
Why not? I'm missing one.
Okay, chat.
Oh yeah.
Eric is going to struggle. Like, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but Eric is going to show you how not to build in an ITX case. Okay?
Okay. Then I'm listening to you, Mike. So I take the case.
We were just about to enjoy you trying to put everything in with all the cables.
Well, still I'm going to leave those small connectors on there because probably that's easier. So yeah, what are you talking about intake and outtake? I have 2 fans at the top. Those are intake fans.
Are you sure?
No? I never know because let
check.
me see if I can remove this.
You
Can I
should
remove
be able
this?
to.
I cannot remove the mesh, right?
You can. You can pull the top off, right?
Am I?
I think so. From the back, maybe?
Oh yeah, shit. Oh, then it will be really easy.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Oh. Oh. I'm not sure if it's Only one screw.
Hey, keep it in one piece. Or well, you want to separate this, but...
Okay, nice, nice, nice. So, I never know if these are intake or outlet.
You can look at the housing of the fan, and in this situation, the housing is on the rear side. That is where the air is flowing to. So in this situation, it's pulling air out of the case and exhausting it out.
Okay, so top is outlet.
Right now, how you have them positioned, now it is, yes.
And this is going to then be the intake.
Correct.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow, actually like this.
Like that, indeed.
And then the logos needs to be on the inside. The dragon logo.
No, you need to have the housing pointing towards the inside, because the housing is where the air will flow to.
Well,
are you going to put the fans on the inside of the
yeah,
radiator?
like this.
Why are you not putting them on the outside of the radiator?
It's easier. Okay. Otherwise I have to...
you have to take them off anyway. And how do you
why do you have to take them off anyway?
Do you even have... Oh wait, you have some screws in the side, so you could use those.
Yeah, I'm like this.
But you will have to swap the fans around. You can do this, but I would personally put the fans on the side.
This means it's pulling the air via the radiator.
Yes, but I would put the fans on the other side, directly to the side panel, because the side panel, it needs to push the air through the side panel, and I believe there's also a dust filter in there. So you want to have enough static pressure.
Okay.
And if you have them on this side of the radiator, you already lose a bit of static pressure.
Yeah. I'm so happy I don't have
you
this.
You can do it like this, but I wouldn't recommend doing so.
Yeah.
And also watch out with your tubes, that you will have enough spacing where you're going to put the tubes later on.
I'm going to put them right here. They're not moving.
Yeah, but on what side of the radiator will you let them come out?
That's
on the
why I have so many difficult questions, Mike. I saw the advertisements for these tubes. They're flexible.
You have to think about every step carefully with Mini-ITX.
So probably we're here in 3 hours still.
You've got, until they kick us out of the office, a little over 1.5 hours left.
No, this should be finished way earlier.
It should be.
And you know, the longer I spend on this, the less I get invited next time for this kind of.
I am Clinton, says on TikTok, I want a free gaming PC.
Yeah, sure. Give me one too. Please. That's the comments we get on TikTok. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put them like this. Oh my god, the cables. On this side.
No, yes.
So
but make sure the housing is correctly. What direction do you have them now? Now you're pulling it out of the case, because it goes towards the housing.
It's so difficult.
So, yeah, there you go. So where you see those small arms or legs, or how do you call it, that go to the motor of the fan.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah, welcome to Mini-ITX.
Maybe next week we have the same topic, part 2.
And then you will finalize your build.
Yeah, can I? Yeah.
Also think about the cable location of the fans, so you can easily route your cables.
I really don't know who made this. There's a tie wrap here. Can I cut it, or should it be long enough?
I'm not sure. I haven't put it on there, but if you want, I have a tool for you to cut it.
To unstuck this. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay, fan. Which one should go in? No, the long ones. Oh shit, have so many? Yeah, should be.
Did you keep in mind where the cables are coming out of the fan and how you want to route them later? Probably not.
Wow. I mean, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, because if you put them, if they come out of the bottom of the fan,
Yeah.
you will struggle probably with your graphics card, and your headers are all on the top of your motherboard. You already discovered the fan and the RGB headers, so you want the fan
Yeah, I was
cable
about
come
to
out
do
of the
that.
top.
I was about to put them on the top.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Smart choice, Eric.
Yeah, good.
I33910M says, hello from Ukraine. Hello, hello, welcome.
Welcome.
Are you screwing the fan directly on the radiator?
Yeah.
How are you then putting it into the case later on?
Shit.
You may want to screw the bracket in between.
Is there enough space?
Yes, there is.
No.
Yes, there is.
This bracket I have here. You want
Yeah.
to put it here, between here?
No. On between the screw and the fan, on top of the fan.
Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, now I need to put some thinking into this because.
Now you're gonna decide the direction indeed.
Okay, so I'm going to put this over here.
There is one thing you need to test with your liquid cooler. If you have the tubes coming out of the front side of the case, you have the cage for the power supply there.
Mike.
Does that fit?
Maybe I'm going to put the mainboard already in.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Do I have screws for that?
Yep.
Okay, you guys don't see this.
Uncle Elias says proper planning prevents poor performance. We did this on purpose. We wanted to see Eric struggle with this. Because usually he builds very easy, big ATX systems. And he doesn't think ahead. And now he has to. So that's good for him.
No. You want me to. Doesn't mean I have to. Oh, this is already... Okay, that's one. Yes. Oh, shoot. So...
Arsof says, I think both of your roles have switched. Eric with chat and Mike with the build. Yeah, usually I do the builds. That's why we did Eric this time. Otherwise,
it's not
you guys get tired of me building the systems all the time. And it's much more fun to see Eric struggle with these kind of cases.
Yeah, really fun. I'm enjoying. Ah, shoot.
Did you drop it?
Well, it's not really that it's like...
Not properly magnetic?
No. And this is even less magnetic. This... Mission impossible.
Very tense moment. Will the screw drop or not?
Shit.
Can you put the PSU box to the side? Then we can watch you struggle better. Perfect. Robert says this will be his first and last ITX build.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, I was actually planning on maybe
I'm
arranging an even
not
smaller ITX build,
enjoying
like level
this.
2 ITX building with Eric.
Not. Yeah. No. Oh, is it in? It is. It is.
Did you accidentally get it in the right position?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so. But oh, this can go out. Why the hell?
You already knew that, and now you're struggling with it on top.
Okay, that's oh. That's one more. Now this is way easier. I mean, I don't know how to do it, but why?
This is still doable, right? 4 screws.
Should it work or should it be like a neat build?
Both, of course.
Okay. Okay. What if I put the GPU already in? No, I should first
I would wait with that.
first do this game. Oh, I should put the PSU in. PSU, where are you?
That's a good idea.
But how should this go in? I think like this. Where are the cables? Oh, oh, yeah.
You have some screw holes in there in the cage, so it can only go in one way.
Yeah, but the power connector. I mean, oh, there is an internal
There
PSU.
is an extension cable inside the case that you plug in there.
That's nice. Yeah. So then this side can also go out or not. Yeah. Oh my god, I have later I have so many screws, I don't know which is what, where, how, when, screwdriver. Okay.
Uncle Elias says MSI has single board computers and monitors. Eric should build one as a user-made all-in-one PC.
How was this again?
I already feel sorry for the person having to use that.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of cables here. So I have some. I even don't know what this is. Oh, nice. Okay, that's for resetting your PC, powering it up. Turbo button. Probably they left that one out. Okay, I put this on the side.
Audio, front USB headers.
Then this goes in. Is there an up or a down? This fits.
Make sure it can breathe. Can it breathe from the bottom side as well? Do you have ventilation hole?
Yeah.
Then you're good there as well.
And on the top as well.
Yeah. So you can decide what you want.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put this connector already in. Oh, is it upside down? No. Then I have 4 screws for this. Banana for scale. How to screw
The
this.
banana looks more yellow in real life than it does on the camera somehow.
Yeah, indeed. Hey,
So it's a bit of a sad banana right now.
Hey. Where are the screw holes? Oh, maybe here. Yeah, here. Are you dying, Mike?
Yeah. Hay fever season kicked off quite badly here. So guys, be prepared for the coming 3 months. I sound like this.
3 months?
Approximately, hay fever. Yeah, April, May, June. Those were the worst months.
So, it's like
Finisecto says Eric uses the same method to open a case that my father used to calibrate our old TV. We're lucky that he doesn't have a hammer on hand right now. And Cecil Peril says it's going to be a long stream. I think
No. I'm confident. There might be some
glad
thinking
you are.
errors, but the goal was to build a PC which can close, I guess, and which can boot up. So, but yeah, for sure, this is not my hobby. 2 big hands.
Robert says let him build in the IQNX CX1 next time. I believe that's slightly under 10 liters, right? That's still big compared to my case.
Oh, I can do like this.
So Eric, do you want to build in a Den A4 SFX case? I'm sure you will enjoy that one.
No, thank you. Okay, so PSU's in. It has power, I guess. So what I'm now going to do, I'm going to connect the 24 pin. Yeah. I'm not sure if I should route this like this, but I guess it's the only way. Quite sturdy cable. Then I have one, this is for PCI Express, and this is for CPU. I'm going to put it on top.
Official The Outsider saying on TikTok, did you add the thermal paste? Not yet, not yet.
Not yet. Do I have? Yes, I have here.
And
So-
3A6 is saying is an RTX 40. Yeah, it's an RTX 4070 that we're using today. The Ventus 3X model.
Yeah, so this is also a bit of a problem. I now put in the CPU, what is it, 8 pin,
Yeah.
but later I have to be here. So, but anyway, the sides are open. These 2 can go. It's only one. These 2 can go. Okay. I had some more cables here. I'm first going to do these. So this USB. I think it's Cooler Master purple.
Yep.
Looks nice. Yeah. Way. How many band pins am I allowed to have?
0.
Ooh.
So be kind to it.
Yeah. Well, one time I was like bending the pin straight again for USB 3. Not easy, not easy.
No, that's not easy.
But I'm going to
From that
disconnect it again.
perspective, the new Type-C header is a lot sturdier.
Yeah, I'm going to disconnect it and put it below the cables of the power supply. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Then I have HD audio. Whoa, that should be here somewhere. Let us take this cam. So that's the CPU socket, so it's either one of them. That says USB, that says nothing.
I see some allergy medicine recommendation from Uncle Elias, so I'm quickly gonna save that one. I tried a whole bunch of medicines so far, but none of them really worked. But I will try this one out as well.
HD audio, I think. Where is, oh here.
Oh, wait, let me grab the right camera. Yep.
Oh, yeah. So this one, I'm going to connect to this one. There's no label, but I see one pin is missing, so I just... Oh, sorry. It's I zoomed in
Hey, let
again.
me switch to this camera, then you have both hands available.
Yeah, good point. So... Am I doing it correctly? Yeah. Should we not call this stream old blind man building a tiny mini PC? Yeah, it should be working like this. Shit.
Algorand is saying, why is there a banana there? For scale.
For scale. This is for the PSU. I will leave this here.
For the PSU?
Sorry, CPU. CPU. I have a lot of...
Are you sure it's for the CPU?
Sorry?
Are you sure? It's
Oh,
for
the GPU, sorry. PSU, GPU,
3 times the
CPU. yeah, indeed, sorry. I was already thinking ahead. So, talking about this one, it's a nice connector. But how to do that? And where is that one? Oh, it could be this one. Again, zoom. So I now need to have the power cable. I'm trying to connect it, so it's either this pin connector. I think it is. Looks like a bunch of tiny pins. And over here the rest is labeled. So this set.
What are you searching for?
USB. The power on off button.
That one is located next to the HD audio you plugged in.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ah. Okay, next to it.
It's labeled JFP1.
Yeah, but I mean there are two ways to connect this.
Then make sure it's the correct
Are you
way.
sure?
Yes.
Is it not on the back of the board?
The header?
Yeah?
No.
That's USB. It has more pins than I have connectors for.
Can you show with the close-up again?
Yeah.
With the
So, no, one moment. It's switch around. Switch
see,
around.
where
So
are
you're
we?
talking about that connector over there.
Yep.
And
That's for your front buttons and LEDs.
yeah.
And, yeah.
And I have this available. So
Yeah,
they're like
that's
8.
correct, because one pin is a ground pin, one is empty. So you don't need
Okay.
those.
Okay. And then I can still put it on 2 ways.
And then make sure that next to the missing pin is the power.
Yeah. Power switch. I have that. I put it on there. I don't know if I have one. No, shit.
And next to that is the power LED. Underneath it's the reset.
Yeah,
and next to that one.
yeah. I think it's like this. Okay. So, I think it's time for a banana, not?
But then we don't have scale anymore.
So, only one from the case left. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to, because that was the biggest problem, the water cooling, right? So I'm going to try to figure out how to put this one in. So, no, I'm going to put the GPU in. Not that it needs to be in already. I think it can, I mean, yeah. I think it's time to put the GPU in, Mike.
I would do that later.
Yeah, okay. Good. Good for you. I'm not sure. Yeah. Because now we can see how this all fits and comes together. Because this is the difficult part. So I would say, ooh, this goes like this. I hope I don't damage anything. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's better to do it like this. Whoa.
I think your tubes will be too long if you make them come out of the radiator on the rear end of the case. So you probably have to do it like this. But now make sure, just basically put it in there in the position it would normally be and check if you can make the angle with your tubes and if you're not interfering with the power supply cage.
Well, that would be like this because normally, no.
Yeah, can you push it down in a position where it will be with the
Yeah, first find all those holes.
That doesn't matter, you can also put the block aside.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, and then like this, it sticks out a bit on the top, but I think I can manage. I mean,
do you have enough space to bend the tubes enough? Or will it be too sharp?
Yeah, so I will show you. Okay, so it looks a bit
messy, yeah.
messy, but basically this is it. I can choose to put the dragon. What the hell is it upside down? Yeah, sorry. So I can choose to put the dragon facing me, but now I put it like this.
Yeah.
So it might be easier if the dragon is like this, that the tubes are located over here. But I don't think it will be a lot different. I mean, I don't know how this should be positioned.
I think you can do either one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then this should go like this, but that will stick.
And is the radiator not up out of the case too high? Can you, on where you're holding it, do you still have space to go lower with the radiator?
Oh, like this.
Yeah, to make sure that you can fit it into the bracket.
I need to put this away.
Should be doable, right?
One is sticking out.
But at least you can make it fit with where the tubes
Does this even fit? Yeah, like this. Yeah, I think this I think it fits. I will show everybody.
Oh, that's doable. That's doable.
Yeah, it's
not an extreme bend.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good. So now you can continue screwing the
Punk.
radiator in the bracket.
It wants to escape. Okay, yeah, so what I'm going to try to do smart, probably it's not, but I'm just going to leave it here. Because now I know I know the direction. Oh shit. I'm saying a lot of times shit today, right? That's not allowed. Okay, sorry guys. Chips. Okay. Cable management.
Westernos said it will be so warm. No, this will be okay. Because you have two of the fans as an intake,
so
you have two as an exhaust.
I'm going to turn the cables around, Mike, because now I see indeed they need to reach the main board.
Yep.
So you were right.
I was. Okay, repeat that for me, please.
Sorry, I'm driving into the tunnel. I'm going to do it like this. And then we need to put this, where's this bracket? Oh, it's already there. What? No.
Science has a YouTube chat, did not know this was a comedy show. Well, Eric trying to build a Mini-ITX PC is guaranteed comedy.
How the hell should it go like this? Yeah.
Isn't your bracket the wrong way around?
No.
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to position it in between the radiator and the fans? Then the fence will be outside of your case.
That's stupid. I was just taking some nice photos for Instagram.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, that's indeed stupid. That's indeed stupid. Yeah. Okay.
It's probably a lot easier if you take the radiator out and just do it on the desk.
Probably, yes. But I'm building here.
Okay. Good luck.
So.
Also says maybe draw next winner after Eric finalized his radiator part, so that will be in approximately 5 hours. Then we will draw our next winner.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Yeah, probably I will take it out later, Mike. But
I don't think the bracket is in the right direction. I think it's upside down.
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Because you have the sides that are angled upwards. I don't think.
Yeah, that's strange. I agree, but that's the design. I think it needs to go like this. I mean, here I need to lock this in somehow.
I think you need to turn it around.
Really?
Yeah, just try it out to fit it in.
I think this is the only way. Oh no! Now I remember from the beginning it was located below this part.
So is it upside down?
So.
There you go.
But then, yeah, it was like this.
Yep, there is a hinge.
Oh my God. It's stuck somewhere.
I'm curious, without my hints, how many mistakes would you have already made?
Without your help, I wouldn't be doing this. You caused me to be here today.
That's true. Paul Gill says, good thing the top comes off, easier to plug in the fans when it's all together. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's very nice. You can take a lot of panels off here. Also on the bottom, it's easier with the graphics card installation. So.
Okay, I'm going to take it out, Mike. I think you said it 5 minutes ago, but I decided to take it out. I think that's easier.
Good choice, Eric. Smart.
I think that's easier. And not really like easier, but I'm going to do it like this.
NRT says, Eric, blink twice if you're being held hostage.
What's the TikTok sign to that you're kidnapped? I need that one, something with my hands. Help! Mike is forcing me. And he really is.
Syed says, the case is banging for a low profile Noctua cooler. I think this case is actually large enough that you can fit a proper 240mm all-in-one liquid cooler in there. So I think that's the more interesting option. At home, my girlfriend also has a Den A4 SPEC, so that's the same case I have, but in a different color. She's actually using a low-profile Noctua, but that's because there's simply not more space in that case. It's up to 48mm in height, including the fan. But yeah, here you have plenty of space for a proper liquid cooler. Well,
you know, in the past you could just build some cases where you didn't need think, just put things in and it fitted. Mike?
Did you also route the cable for the pump? Or is it still loose? Because you can route it through the side of the radiator.
Yeah, it's routed.
Okay, otherwise it gets stuck in the fan.
But I'm worried if this should be long enough. Yeah, it should be long enough.
And otherwise we can clip the tie wrap
or clip.
off. The cable tie, we can cut it off.
Last time. Eric, can you join me?
What do you mean? It's only the first time.
Yep. I feel like an amateur doing this, right? You know?
You feel like it?
Oh my god, oh my god.
Well, Chad, does he look like a professional Mini-ITX builder to you?
And next week I come into the office.
Brother says, who needs cable management anyways?
Oh, we didn't come to the cable management part. That's maybe where I excel in.
Eric is lucky we're not using the tempered glass version, so he can hide everything. Just hide the evidence. Put a panel on.
Is it even?
Nick Oldskill says Eric the Destroyer. Westerno says Master of ITX.
Oh, that would be my, that needs to be in my signature. Is it even? Why is it not helping me?
What are you struggling with?
What not? Okay, let me first do this one. This one is, oh there, this one is a problem. I think there are not enough screw holes. Yeah, so that's connected.
All good.
This one needs a bit more attention.
Science
So-
Fox says ITX builds are a weekend project. Slow, steady, relaxed. This looks rushed.
No,
Well, since
not
our
at
office
all.
is closed in the weekends, Eric doesn't have a choice.
Yeah, so Mike, can I take it home and show you next week what I did?
Sure.
No, thank you.
But then I expect perfect cable management and not a
I
single
cut them all
mistake
out.
anywhere. So you have like wireless power supply and
Yeah.
wireless graphics card power. And
It's not going how I want. Ooh, something is stuck it seems.
Action Brother says always screw your screws in a cross pattern, switching slowly with enough switching. That's indeed the right way to do it. This is the Eric way to do it.
That's how I tighten the CPU socket, but fans?
Usually it's also the best way to do so, to get like an even distribution. Especially like you have the plastic fan housing, and if you screw it really tight on one side, you bend it a lot.
Are there even holes for this? Yes, there are. Oh, Mike.
Action Bro says this looks like a Linus Tech Tips videos, first time building a PC. Actually, Eric built quite many, but never ITX, right?
No. Never will.
Why is it still such a struggle?
It's
Is it not aligned properly?
It's, yeah, probably not, and probably there is somewhere something stuck, but I don't see it. The holes are not where they should be.
Can you show it in the close-up cam?
Oh shit! What the hell?
Can we watch it from the side?
No. No.
Hide the evidence.
This needs to go out. It has problems on all sides. Normally at home I throw this at the floor.
Action Brother says looks like cables pushing the fans up. Yeah, I agree. It definitely looks
Not
like
really.
it. That's why I'm curious.
Not really. I mean,
Also not the cable of
No.
the pump?
No, it's really nice. I mean here, look at this. Cable of pump. Nice, good job Eric, good job.
Well, I can see that the screw is pushing it upwards because it's not in the screw hole, that one.
Not this one, not yet. It's work in progress.
Work in progress. Okay.
Yeah, but this one is doing strange things.
It has an own will.
Not only in own will, also in own direction. It's really strange, this one. What if I just attach the fans with 2 screws each? Can I cry, Mike? On camera?
You're already crying for about 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's... I really don't know what the problem here is. Let me see.
Anthony Watson says, I will build this in less than half the time. In my opinion, you're still slow then.
Okay.
You're actually planning on finishing this live stream in about 6 minutes. That's not going to happen. So you're lucky, chat. You get an extra long live stream today because of Eric's Mini-ITX building competence.
Yeah, and maybe tomorrow morning when you wake up, we're still here.
And a couple of additional streams to finalize.
Okay, that should be fine. It looks like something isn't straight.
Maybe you tighten up one screw too much, so you're bending the whole bracket.
Boink.
Did this
But
help?
Maybe a little bit, Mike.
And that is exactly what Action Brother meant with always screw your screws in a cross pattern.
Like 6 minutes ago.
Merrick says, if it does not power, it will be an even longer stream.
It will power, don't worry about that. Otherwise I will fake it. I'll make a boom sound. Hey, but I think we got it.
If the stream is gone all of a sudden, then Eric short-circuited the whole office.
Oh, not only that, or I pulled the plug. Just fed up with this thing. Okay, but
No, Mini-ITX is very enjoyable.
now it should go faster, right? Cross pattern my ass. Have a nice afternoon.
Don't over-tighten it.
Why not? I will find out later.
We'll bend it again.
Yeah. Okay.
All good?
No, all better. I don't know, all good. Okay, let me see. I have still some screws left, which is always worrisome. 4 of them.
No, those were the ones that were in the back of the radiator.
Okay,
You don't need them.
don't need them.
No.
Check. Away. Then I have, those are for the water cooling block.
Yeah.
I have CPU paste. What is this all? One looks for like... Oh, this is for the case itself. Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
all the
Okay.
panels you disassembled.
I can already connect the the GPU. Most difficult part, getting the PCI Express X8 together. Oh yeah, and I have some, Mike, this is 2. Should I have more? I just put in 1.
For the VGA card.
Yeah. Okay, that's done as well. Okay, what's this? Also need some cables. Can I do that
Oh,
later?
Eric,
Yeah.
do we have the fire alarm caps here somewhere?
Oh, don't worry about that.
I see people are talking about will it power with or without smoke, and I think we have a smoke machine somewhere here.
No, I don't. Well, Action Brother, he's a little bit right, because I always used to run my PC with no side windows on, not on the back and not, let's say not on the right side and on the left side. So if I needed to upgrade or I need to access something, I could always just access it. But I just moved a couple of months ago and now it's closed. And yesterday I took this 4070 home. I wanted to do some encoding, testing AV1, and I needed to open up my PC. So now it's open. Actually, my own GPUs, of my other GPUs, not inside. Okay, so Mike, around the CPU socket. Okay, so that should go there. Then this should push down.
Yes.
CPU paste on there. What year is this? 9083. Damn.
As dry as your mother-in-law?
Oh my god. Ooh.
I have another tube for you if this one is too old.
This, I don't know what this is.
There is a second one somewhere around
You
your
put
mom.
some stones in there, or what?
I didn't know how old this one was, so I grabbed the second one for you
It's old.
already.
It is old.
I hope the other one is not as old.
And what is this? Filled like 1 centimeter.
There's plenty in there.
Oh, plenty. Well, not anymore.
Is this one better?
Yeah, also has a different color. Let me take some toilet paper, or should I use the banana for this? I'm going to spread it out a little bit.
You do? I never do that. It will spread when you tighten the block. The only thing when I put like multiple dots is when the CPU is quite big. So when you have high-end desktop platform, like a Threadripper, they're very big, for example. So I do multiple dots of cooling paste, but I still let the cooler.
So now I'm going to
spread
put the
out.
CPU block on there. Or shall I first connect all? No, I can still access them. What did I do? Dragon to the left, right? Ooh, Mike. Again, no space. Well,
Plenty of space in this case.
well, not if I drop this screw.
This is only level 1 ITX, Eric.
Next week, level 2. Oh damn. It's good that we don't have a top cam.
I think if we're going to do level 3, we need to do a 24-hour stream.
Yeah?
Before you finalize, yes.
We should have a top cam for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, we should. Alan JT is asking, what case is that out of interest? This is the Cooler Master NR200P. So a relatively large and forgiving mini ITX kit.
Ah. Okay, so daaraan, just going to tighten them. These I'm going to
Cross?
yeah, bit, not too. No, I'm not a professional, right? So. Ooh. Okay.
Skeet says it's always funny when Eric builds a PC. Yeah, mini ITX is even better than having Eric build ATX.
Okay, so
ATX
now
is not enough of a
I'm going to
struggle.
put this. Where is this?
Housefly Gaming is what the GPU are they rocking? Let me grab this back. Here you can see the specs in the bottom of the screen. But this GPU is the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 Ventus 3X graphics card.
So Mike?
Yes. Oh, it says waiting for connection, but we're back.
Yeah, we are there. So this is the ID. Push here.
Be careful with that.
Nah. And then later I can still connect all the connectors. The cables. And I'm not sure if I forgot anything.
Maybe double check before you cannot reach stuff anymore.
Nah. We do that later. Double check means just starting again. Oh, hey, what?
What did you do?
Oh, no, that should be fine. I hope. Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to hold. Not sure if it fits. Holding the cables a bit down.
NRT says I'd reroute the GPU power cable. I totally agree with you, NRT.
GPU power cable? What's up with that?
This is the lazy ass method how you connected it.
Just putting this in already that it cannot escape. Okay. Yeah, we can make this a bit more beautiful, but not anymore.
You can just stuff it away to the front, right?
What?
You can just stuff it away to the front.
Nah, I can actually route it via the back like this.
Yeah, that's better. Much better.
And then put it away like this. I have here some cable management stuff. That's for episode 2. Join us next week. So I probably can close the bottom.
Yeah, you can.
I guess. Oh, now I see how it's...
That didn't sound good.
Can we cut it out?
Was that a screw?
I don't know what it was. Oh, it was a... cable routing stuff.
Clip. I think you can just push it back in there, right?
But where?
No, it's in the case part, and you click the small balls that are on the bottom panel.
What if we just leave this out? Oh yeah, now I see.
Then it's not properly attached anymore.
Oh, okay, now I see. Now I see. I mean, we're allowed to have some spare parts, right? For episode 2.
Yeah, did you actually destroy it? Or did it just pop out?
It's fixed, Mike. We don't need that to connect this, to connect the... No, you see? We don't need it. It's in its place. Watch out with vacuum cleaning here. Oh shit.
And now that doesn't fit anymore.
No, but it's all fighting gravity here.
Did you click all other sides that it's at least somewhat in place?
Okay, that's the bottom. Yeah, it is okay. Ooh, looking nice.
Housefly Gaming says this is why I don't ever want a Mini-ITX PC. But it's great building Mini-ITX.
So, this side is also finished.
It doesn't have to be as painful.
I'm going to close that one up as well, but I don't know how, like this.
Are you already closing stuff up before you connected everything?
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Yeah, also done.
Now building Mini-ITX is fun, but like the first couple of times, like
So,
you see now, are a struggle.
Now, the only part we need to do is connect 3 connectors here and 1 here. And we know the order. The problem is, or the question is, can we still access it? Yes, we can. So, somebody who built this my Mini-ITX mainboard had a, had either experience or did some case building, but they knew where to put the connectors, right?
Yep.
Is this an all Mini-ITX?
Depends a bit. Like if it gets very crowded on top, it also depends on the type of socket you have. Like the AMD socket, for example, takes up a bit more space. So there you cannot put a whole row of connectors like you can with the Intel one. Because on the AMD one, you can actually see it in the background. Now on the left, you have the plastic brackets.
Right.
Yeah, what did you do?
Did you ever see an angled connector from MSI?
Did you make one angled?
I made one angled.
My goodness.
No. It's RGB. It's not my goodness.
Did you actually bend all the pins in the...
It's. I think it's still working.
Be a bit more kind to that motherboard.
Oh damn. Yeah. Okay. We need banana to hold it down, I guess.
This is why Eric never gets to touch the high-end hardware.
Shit.
He can only practice on the mid-range.
Yeah. It smells like banana here. Yeah.
So you're using the banana to hold it in place?
Yeah. It's a banana build. Okay.
We're gonna have a fried banana later on.
Maybe, who knows.
We fire up some Cinebench.
So the first one, it's really, we're not going to show that. Okay, then the first one was the pump header, which I'm going to connect right now. Okay, and then the second one was just a fan header, which is this one. And then the third one is another
It's still
fan
attached to the fence, yes.
Yeah, it still is. Okay, and then, I would say put this in here.
That fits perfectly fine with that banana.
No, but we need the banana. Okay, but I'm not going to close it. I mean, first we're going to see if it powers on, right? Why not put a cap on, you might ask? That's because otherwise the smoke cannot exit. Mike, agree?
Yeah, just for safety reasons, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to turn it
If we
around.
put a grill on top, then maybe we can barbecue tonight.
Yeah. Oh, it's heavy. No, I'm not heavy, but I mean, it has some weight. Oh, yeah, I have still two screws left. For one, I have a place. That's this top cover. The other one, again, you know, you always need to make sure you have some spare parts. Yeah. I really don't know where it comes from. Oh, yeah, I know. These two brackets. We removed two, and I only put one screw in. Aha!
Well, you did the lazy way. You didn't even screw the graphics card in properly.
I can still do that. It's on the outside, I believe.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah, I can still do that. No. Yeah, I can.
Sayed is asking, he ever connected the front panel connector? I believe he actually did.
Yeah, I did. Not sure if it's correct, but...
We'll find out. Otherwise, he has to power it on with the reset button.
Yeah, okay. Let me see. How we're doing on time, Mike? Still within the 5-hour limit?
No.
Okay.
While you plug this in, I'm going to do another giveaway.
Yeah.
So if you haven't participated yet, go to msi.com/2/insider. That will lead you to our Gleam giveaway. Within Gleam, you can perform certain actions, and the more actions you perform, the bigger chance you will have of winning. And also, if you're a returning visitor, make sure to claim your loyalty bonus as well for a slight action giveaway. And if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, instead of typing that link, you can also follow the direct link to the Gleam giveaway that our bot will put in the chat once every 5 minutes. Oh, this is a familiar nickname. Congratulations, Chronic Mayhem. You also won one of the Steam wallet codes.
What the hell?
Congrats.
I'm sure TikTok will call us tomorrow and you guys should not swear so much.
I wasn't swearing.
No, I am.
I know.
The HDMI had a little bit problem fitting.
So you made it fit with the hammer?
Well, I pushed it a little bit
Now
down.
it's also an angled HDMI.
Okay. So
Is it because of the banana that you're making everything angled today?
No. Okay, I'm going to give the cables a bit more room. Like this.
Action Bro says, oh, this is a Cooler Master case. Thought it was a new MSI case.
Nope.
This is indeed the Cooler Master. I know 200p.
Not yet. Yeah. This should be fine. Okay. YOLO, right? Woo! Oh, it looks nice. Mike.
Oh, other side?
Yeah.
We cannot see anything. You
Yeah,
have
I
to
know,
turn
but
it.
damn. I made this.
Oh, wait. Oh, there you go. And you wanted to put the fence behind the radiator, then you wouldn't see it.
Yeah. Good thinking of me. That's all, Mike, you know, really. I told you, this comes all down to planning. You should not just start building, you know, you need to have a plan.
And you also have to be careful with everything, right?
Yeah,
Not
but
like me.
actually, this mesh looks quite nice.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden you're into ITX.
No, I know the pain in building it. Hey, woohoo, it works.
Yeah, it actually does.
Yeah.
My goodness, it's a miracle.
Yeah.
So actually that angled RGB connector of yours also still works. Otherwise you wouldn't be seeing the lights in the fence. Unbelievable.
What are we going to do?
Well, let's see if it still works if you put any load on it. So fire up a game.
Fire up a game. Afterburner, of course.
Yeah. That's nice. To see if you properly apply
Let
thermal
me
paste.
see if it needs some new drivers. We don't care about that.
Co of Tags asks on TikTok what CPU. It's a Intel Core i5 13400.
150. Woo, small.
Yeah, you can't read it anymore.
No. What are we going to do?
Phil
F1.
Insector says the banana is to blame. The skill was not well regulated, and then what happened happened.
This happened with the banana. Didn't listen. It died.
Action Bro says 4040p monitor. Yes, it's 4040p, 240 Hz.
But it's not finished yet. Still need to put this on. Last part.
Anime Variant says, which CPU is the best for gaming, streaming, editing?
For
those kind, like for gaming, you don't necessarily need like a ton of cores. If you want to stream and game at the same time, of course, then it helps to have more cores. Oh, that doesn't sound well, Eric. Maybe do a little bit of cable management.
Nah.
And editing, if you're rendering on your CPU, that's quite intense. So the more cores, the better, basically.
Why was making that sound?
So if you really want to do it seriously, basically go for the CPUs with the most cores. So for example, a Ryzen 9 Core i9 are specifically the strongest in those editing workloads, for example. But for gaming, you don't really need the Ryzen 9 or Core i9 because with a Core i5, Core i7 or Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7, you're also good to go.
What is this? F1.
Oh, the top is actually on there. Now it looks like one nice, neat package, Eric.
Where is F1? It's game options, it's settings.
It's a miracle that this PC is actually working.
Graphics, video, so
Neuropoga says on Twitch chat, sounds like your PC comes with a built-in blender. If Eric touches it, it does.
DLSS.
I also was asking, what is the speed of your internet at your studio? That's a good question. Do you know, Eric?
Well, they kept it last time, right?
Yeah, I think they kept it, but I believe it is a fiber connection, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we were downloading some game, not sure which one, maybe new Cyberpunk update. No, it was not new Cyberpunk update. Ralph was downloading something, and then our IT people came, hey, you're bottlenecking our network.
Asaf says, looks so fast.
And we were so nice to give them away a little bit of the bandwidth.
But Asaf, sometimes we also cheat a little bit because we have a caching server at the office.
Only for Steam?
Yeah, but this is Steam.
Yeah, but I mean, this is installed. Yeah. I mean, you will not notice that, right?
No, but if you update and someone already downloaded that update, it will also update faster. So basically there's a caching server where the downloaded files will be stored, and if someone else downloads the same game, then it can draw it from the network rather than the internet.
Do we have sound, Mike?
I think we should.
Oh,
is there any sound in this?
Yeah, I probably need to... we have sound.
We have sound.
We should have sound.
That actually runs nicely.
Ooh, Mike. I'm sure you will be long time tomorrow in the office to get that other Mini-ITX back together.
I'm working from home tomorrow. Anime Variant says, where are you from? We are from the Netherlands, but MSI is a company.
I'm from Mini-ITX land. After today.
Science says, and now Eric will show us how to kick with left foot. You are out of it.
What's the time? Oh, we did pretty well.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Like
Just,
15 minutes ago, I thought this is still going to take half an hour. But
no, Mike, it all really, I told you in the beginning,
it all comes
down to planning.
Yeah, and
you want to rush in the beginning and put all the things together. I just said, okay, let's think this out and make a decent plan that the more we come towards the end of the build, the faster we go.
Very good idea, Eric.
I know.
So it also made the building process so much easier, right?
Yeah, I hope you learned something today.
I learned a lot. I think Chad did as well. Of what not to try.
Yeah, so sometimes I did this on purpose, just to show you guys.
It was just for demonstration purposes, right?
No.
Like, hey, don't do this with your RGB connector.
No, I mean, this is the best way how you learn how to avoid mistakes. You see somebody else make them. So I was just showing off some mistakes.
Eric was sacrificing.
Yeah. And I never made them myself. I found them on TikTok and YouTube, trying to repeat them for you guys.
Uncle Ilya says, now I can fix my mistakes if I make them.
No, to be honest, yeah. So Mike, why are we not doing a smaller build?
We can.
But then you will do it. I mean, my hands
I thought
are
we're
too
going
big.
for level 2 ITX building for you.
What is level 2? Talk to me.
I think we can do like maybe around 12 liters or something. We can try to
this is
arrange
how
a
many?
case. I think this is
200,
either 18
right?
or 21.
Oh, 21. Oh, that's why it's called 2.
Or 18, I'm not sure. I think it may be 21.
And what's then the biggest difference?
The size.
Yeah, okay, yeah, duh.
Yeah, the volume.
But, okay, where do I need better planning? Let's say like
Everywhere.
that. Everywhere.
Like the smaller you go, the more carefully you have to plan everything. Because if you do something in the wrong order in a very small case, you have to take everything out again in order to reach stuff.
Yeah, I think the order is not so much the problem. Of course, depending on your layout, it's more. Yeah, what I said in the beginning. You need to think about where to put the cable routing and where to put things. My biggest struggle was getting the fans on the plate.
Yeah, you didn't listen to the tips from chat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sorry, chat.
Neuropoga says, is that NR200 case? Yes, it is.
So, what are we actually running today? i5 3400, so really entry-level CPU, 4070, just launched last week, I believe. Last week, well, depends on who you talk to, Wednesday or Thursday. 4040p DLSS, and what was the score? Oh, mouse is not working. In this game, it's working in Windows. We got an average 120 FPS. I think that's a decent score. So everything works, Mike? Anything else what we need to run?
No, I'm quite surprised that it actually worked.
Me too.
Do we have Cinebench on there to see if we can still make it smoke?
Cinebench.
Yeah, we do, lower there. Yeah.
Afterburner isn't really reacting to those buttons.
Access denied?
Yeah. Okay. Multi.
Let's quickly check. No smoke yet? Okay,
nope.
Still good, still good.
Smells good.
Actually seems to run fine. Did you enable XMP, by the way, in the BIOS?
No. Should I?
So chat, make sure, if you build a PC, enable XMP. Because now we're using DDR5 5600, but Eric is running it at 4800.
Oh.
And probably at worst timings. I think it's NCL40.
Let's do that and compare scores.
For Cinebench, it doesn't make much of a difference. This is more CPU bound, not memory bound. Certain games benefit from it quite well. All good, all good.
16,000 points.
Shall we draw another winner and call it a day for today, Eric? So you can prepare for level 2 Mini-ITX building.
I'm exhausted because of all my planning. So probably tonight I will do some binge watching instead of playing some Call of Duty or something.
You can test out the Mini-ITX PC.
No, you know what the worst part is, probably? I wanted to take this GPU home and do some more testing on the AV1 encoding.
Just take the whole system and do it.
Yeah, maybe I should do that. Because then I need to take it again. I need to take it apart. Anyway, this side looks most beautiful.
Yeah, I like it.
Front has no RGB, right?
No.
Pity.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Hi, chat.
Okay, Eric, maybe you can tell a little bit about what we're going to do next week, and then I will draw our last winner.
I really don't know.
You don't
know?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah.
Now it's like watching the screen. Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah, so not sure if this will happen next week. We have a lot of topics lined up, and sometimes, you know, we need to wait on samples when they arrive. And what we wanted to do is, you know, normally, I think you saw Rav a couple of weeks ago, we have high-end stuff like the OLED monitor, etc., which is really expensive, but also really beautiful. But we wanted to take a look at some entry-level monitors. So We first want to take a look at a 24-inch, but it did not yet arrive in our logistical center. Then a 27-inch, but I probably also not on stock or something. Either maybe sold out, I don't know. So now we probably take a 32-inch. I think the 301 something. Anyway, we will see next week. I think it's more entry-level monitor. So we're going to talk
A
about
4K
monitors.
gaming monitor doesn't sound very entry-level.
Yeah, but still, it's.
You mean it's like it doesn't have all those insane features in terms of RGB?
Indeed. Yeah. And no OLED panel. This one.
So more just
so
the
don't
core
pin me
specs?
on it. You know, we can always change topics. What else do we have in the coming weeks? Oh, we have Computex coming up end of May. It's that's still far away, but that's how far we're planning already.
Less than
June.
1.5 months, not that far away.
Yeah, true. I don't know our schedule. We have so many things still in progress. Oh yeah, Mike, can we talk about that? What is underway for you?
Oh yeah. We can.
Yeah, so A620 entry-level AMD.
motherboard. And we will use a Ryzen 5 7600 on that.
It's quite interesting. I mean, it's a
More
really entry-level
affordable
main board.
AM5s. Yeah.
It's, I would say, at this moment, it's still a little bit strange because of the DDR5 memory is still expensive and it's DDR5 only.
It's already a lot better nowadays.
Yeah, and that's, probably in Q3, Q4, later this year, second half, this will be a really interesting choice for some of you. Yeah. And then you can build quite affordable AMD Ryzen 5 DDR5, Ryzen 5, AM5 DDR5 builds. That's it for today. Thank you for watching me struggle. Thank you for all your support. Actually, I wasn't reading, but I wasn't listening, I should say. Can I get an invitation to Computex? I think you can just go there. Nobody from our team is going this year. It's actually the first time.
People from MSI are coming, but not from.
Not from our team. But it's not the first time in 2 or 3 years again. After all the COVID stuff.
So that it's physical, right? 2019 was the last time.
Oh yeah.
So 4 years already.
Yeah, long time ago. Computex is always fun. Not only the food, but also you meet a lot of old friends,
and it's
a
never
lot of new products. And we also have some interesting topics, but we're not going to talk about that. That's still too far away.
Don't spill the beans too much yet, Eric.
Yeah.
So
I
Eric,
need some preparation. Thank you all.
Thank you for the comedy as well today. Thanks, chat, for watching and engaging.
Yes, Jari. Appreciate it. Thank you for your sacrifice, Eric. Yeah, it was a trap. Mike just asked me, Eric, can you join next week live stream? Yeah, sure, no problem. I didn't know I was sitting here doing this stuff.
But you enjoyed it, right? It was great building your first Mini-ITX.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's challenging. And if this is
this was only level 1.
Yeah, if this is level 1, how many levels are there?
How many levels do you want me to create for you?
Yeah. Okay.
I think I can easily
Hey, did you already do the giveaway, Mike?
Yeah, I drew our last winner. And you can call out the name.
No, I cannot read it.
Oh, wait, let me... wait, here we go.
Oh, Zoom senior
I'll make
level.
it Eric size.
Sitrorki.
Congratulations, you also
like
won a Steam wallet code. So congrats again to all the winners. Keep an eye out in your mailbox. We'll email the codes to you.
Thank you all for joining.
Yeah, thank you for joining.
Take care. See you next week, Wednesday.
Yes, same place, same time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. So I'm going to take it home?
Yeah, sure. Bye-bye.